Good evening or good afternoon everybody, according to where you are, or good morning. What have we got here today? We've got I would say probably about the best two network handhelds, straight handhelds you could probably get. Network POC handheld, mobile phone come walkie-talkie radio. These are both made by Inrico electronics. The first one, which was one of their greatest selling models, despite having what I call the rattle keyboard fault. If you turn it up too loud, you can hear them. Those jangly keys become oscillatory, and with me wearing hearing aids, that can be painful and annoying. But as long as you don't turn it up too loud, and well, if you're a bit deaf, you're going to turn it up, aren't you? So I was looking for something I could keep the T320, but I could have perhaps a secondary set and still keep the 320. So even though I broke one of the SIM card slots in there, because they're little tin things you flip over and they're easy to break. So you've got to be careful. Lucky there's two. I'm only going to use one, so I made a little plastic cover to fit over. The next one is the brand new one out. This has only been out on sale in the UK for a very short time. This came from an English company called Radio Comms. That's this one here. This one works on Android 7, but with a normal Android device you have to press the key, this red key, to turn it on, and then do that to go through the screens, and when you turn it off you've got to do the same. With this one, this works like a normal handy talkie, and I'm just going to prove it to you. It's also got Nfc Pairing as well, an emergency light, some kind of status LED to tell you it's on, which it blinks every 5 seconds. That's about the only thing I don't like. So when you turn it on, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to hold a button in. And it says it's starting professional intelligence. That will now start up and go up to the app screen without even touching it. I don't have to hold buttons down or do anything. It takes about 25 seconds because obviously it's loading that bootloader up. So it's not quite as quick is the T320, or as I call it, the Trethian Benty Rattle Bucket. So we've got to wait now, and it goes like that, and the screen comes up. Then you unlock it. I press my stay alive so the screen doesn't go out. I just flick it like that, and I connect up NutP or Peanut. Pity, I would like it to log on without having to press that stupid rocker. It would be nice if that started automatically, the guy that did it, and you only needed to do that to turn it off. And the volume, you just turn that off and up and down. And if you want to turn it off, you don't have to even close out of the app. I'm not sure you're not supposed to do that. I just turn it off by that switch. And I've never had a problem with it. There's only 6 buttons on this. Program 1, Program 2, up and down, OK and back. And then the back, and the other buttons on the screen. So that works very well. The only criticism with this one is that stupid light that keeps blinking. That really isn't necessary for most users. So if you leave it on at night by your bed, you've got that flashing on the wall. It's a bit of a nuisance. The other thing is the back is different. I'm not sure whether I like it or not. This back clips on. You have to push it up, clip it round like that, and it's quite thin, very strong, because it's made of, I think it might be made of carbon fibre or something. It's not, you ain't going to break it. The only thing I don't like is that bracket, as I call it. That is much, much stronger on this one than it is on that one. This one seems to have a bit of side play. The rivet was a bit loose. You just put a little screw in they supply with it, and you just screw it in to tighten it. But it doesn't have like a cap. This one's got, the pin has got a cap on both ends, as you see. With this one, it's got a cap one end and a screw the other. It really needed a cap on both ends. They didn't do it properly. It's a complete cheaper belt clip on that. As I say, the only thing that lets that one down is the silly belt clip. There's Malta, 9 Hotel 1 Fox from Malta. He's a crackle bucket. I think I spoke to him before. He's not getting out on now when he should go into the echo room. And on this one, this is running on, I run this one generally on Zello, which I call the pain in the nuts. And the reason I call it the pain in the nuts Zello is it every time you start it up and key up, guess what? Oh, sign up. I don't want to sign up to texting. So why did it ask for that? It's never done that before. It says sign up. I've already got an account. Why is it asking me to sign up? I was asking for the username and password on there. Why has it done that? That's Zello. I find Zello's a pain in the bollocks anyway. If I'm going to use Zello, I tend to use it on my what's it called, the Sunax. I've also got the Sunax. I'll do a little review on that in a minute. But if you're going to buy a handheld, to be honest with you, I'd highly recommend this one. I don't think it's as heavy built as the T320, but there's no reason it shouldn't be okay. It's slimmer. It's got a much bigger screen. It's about a bit longer and a bit fatter. It is easier to see. My suggestion is don't run Zello on handhelds because it takes over. If you're going to use Zello or something, use it on a Sunax or your computer. That'll be taken off. I've had enough of Zello. You know, but I'm using Peanut. I use the reflectors on there. Echolink's very good. Peanut and Echolink seem to be the best for amateurs. If you just want to use normal chat groups, then Zello's quite good. But there seems to be a drag on it. When you key up, the circle goes round for about 1.5 to 2 seconds. It's not instant and it can be very annoying, Zello. Get your ham ticket, get your foundation and go on to Peanut or Echolink. I mean, Zello's for babies. It's alright if you've got your own channels on it, but you know, it's not my kind of thing. Fred's off again. He's not getting out. There's no audio. So there's no good just keep keying up. Why doesn't he check his audio? I can't go back to him in the middle of a review. So what we'll do now is we'll just turn that down. But these are very good. So if you're going to go for a handheld, the T320 is £168 on eBay. You can get this one, I think it's £174 directly from Radio Comms, which is where I got this one from, Radio Comms. That's a better set. Spend the extra £10–15 on offer at the moment, 20 quid reduced. Get one of those if you can. Radio Comms, I think it's .co.uk. Radio Comms Ltd, that's it. Spelt with a Z. Comms with a Z. Get one of those. You get some free gifts as well. You get some mobile phone tools. And you get a packet of free sweets. I'll tell you, I open the sweets before I open the radio. And those now, he sells those for 154, so they're cheaper directly. I'd recommend the T320 as the first one. But for an extra £10, the S200. This is what this one is. The Slush 200. It's got a better camera. It's got a flashlight. So it's better to take pictures with. So I say the only thing I don't particularly like is the thing come bracket. You push it and it's not particularly robust like that one is. That's a much thicker, much more robust. But I find these things I call a slip bracket. If you put it anywhere, it's liable to slide because it's not particularly chip or that. But anyway, that's what I recommend. If you're going to get a network radio that's reasonably good, build quality, that's not too expensive, go for the S200. If you really can't afford the extra £10, go for the 320. But the keyboard does rattle when you turn it up, it is resonant. If you can put up with that and you're using it outside, buy that one. But if you want NFC pairing and you want less buttons to worry about, instant startup just by turning it on, go for the S200. Bye bye everybody. Hope to catch you again soon.